Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back. Welcome to episode number 7. Girl,
Wow.
7 episodes.
7.
We did that.
We're doing the things.
And we're still here. Even though we have a lot of haters that don't want us to be here.
Well, it's like confusing because it's like, are they haters?
Or are you fans? Because you're giving us engagement.
Which is good, but because how many months has it been? It's been a couple of months.
I think like at least 4 months. 3
Yeah.
or 4 months.
And we're definitely to the point where people will like come up to us and mention the podcast and like specific clips or things that were said. And then I'm like, but you don't follow the page or like any of the videos.
So you're just lurking.
Yeah, lurking. And it's like, is a lurker a supporter or a hater?
So I see it from an engagement perspective. Like, they're on our page giving us views.
Which, like, thanks.
Whether they like it or not. Like, you're contributing to our success. So shout out to y'all. But it's weird how you don't follow us, support us, but you want to know every detail of what we're saying.
And then it's weird. I don't know. Personally, I know I'm a yapper. Like, I clearly, here we are. And I say a lot of stuff. But there is certain stuff, like, it's crazy to say that to us, knowing that I'm going to know you don't follow us, though. Like, it's easy for you to sit there and be like, oh, I saw this clip. And I was like, wait, you don't follow the page,
you just
though.
gave yourself
so
up.
Like, and you said that with your whole chest. You're coming at me, asking me a follow-up question on something, and like you don't even follow it.
So I think it's a fan. At the end of the day, they want to know about us.
And it's males usually.
For a reason. Yes, but there have been a few women. I'm like, do you want to be our friend? Do you want to be like our number one hater? I don't get it.
That's a different thing.
Whoa, yeah, that's a different thing.
That's
actually,
okay, wait.
Yeah.
Can we speaking of kind of like gender things
and things we hate.
Okay. I really don't care if this is controversial or like a hot take. I'm sorry, photo dumps are for girls.
Oh,
photo dumps are a girl thing.
If you're a boy doing a photo dump, why?
And like,
there's no thought behind men photo dumps either.
No, they're just like there's no cohesion. Like, what's the theme? Like, girl photo dumps, sometimes it's like so many cute pictures that you can't pick between them. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a photo dump. Okay, so it was this guy. I blocked him. But like, his photo dumps were, at first they were like, okay. And then the photo, okay, this is what took me out. First of all, it started to become like chaos. Like, there's no like cohesion. It's not just like one trip or like, you know, multiple pictures from like one, like kind of like your picnic one where it's like all different pictures from the picnic. They were all over the place. They didn't make sense. And then he put a caption for each one. So like when you drill down in the caption, it was like 1, describing that picture, 2, describing that picture. Like,
are you a celebrity?
If I need, what is that, like a key? You know how textbooks would have keys? If I have to refer to the key to know what is going on in the picture, like, that's too much. That's too much.
It's giving, I want to be an influencer.
Yeah, and I will say, I saw this meme that said, like, the man that's posting photo dumps, like, is not going to provide for you. And I saw a man post that on his story. So other men do co-sign this.
Wow.
Other men co-sign it.
Is it a hot take or is it not a hot take?
Because I literally reached out to this person. I was like, yo, send me that meme. Because he posted on his story. And I was like, send me that meme you posted. Yeah. So
men, if you're going to post a photo dump, please rethink your decisions.
Yeah, maybe like ask a girl thoughts on it before.
Yeah, get some community feedback.
We will now accept consulting for male photo dumps. It's $50 a post for us to tell you what we think about it.
No, because now you can add 20 photos to an Instagram dump, so we're limiting that.
Okay, please. I did not know that. That is not necessary.
The only time I should see 20 photos in one dump is if you're a Zodiac account. Because I'm Capricorn. I need to scroll to the very end
to see Zodiac. All of them. No, that's true. Only Zodiac accounts should be allowed to have 20 photo dumps.
Because if I'm constantly giggling and laughing through them all, that's okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I found this one meme account, and I think I sent Gaby like 4. That like one. Did. They were all so good. They were so good.
Love a good meme.
What do you think about Instagram having songs? Because that's very MySpace. And I was more MySpace girl, and you said you were more like Tumblr girl, right?
Yeah. We actually talked about this at my job, and it's so divided. Like the people that had MySpace, the millennials, they love it, and then the Gen Zers are like, I can't think tell.
I like it. Because like no one will ever be MySpace. Instagram is nowhere near. No.
And having just one song give your feelings for like an entire month, like I can't.
But that reminds me, okay, I just remembered one time, you guys know, like at this point hopefully like I'm dramatic, and so one of my songs, it was this old, I don't even know if you know, it's called Icebox by Omarion.
I've probably heard of it.
Okay, so basically I think Joey knows because he's laughing. It's basically this old R&B, and he's saying he has an ice box where his heart used to be, and he's like, I'm so cold. Okay, right? So I one time that was like my whole theme of my MySpace, and I was like, heartbroken, I guess, over someone, and my name, because people would change their like names, like you know how like a handle, like you barely change your handle. MySpace names, we were changing that shit by the hour. Like you were like updating it was like, I don't know, easy to do. And mine said like, it was like Sophia or something, like icebox where my heart used, and I didn't say heart, it was like the heart, and then it was the number 2, and then like B. So like Instagram could never do that. So
never.
Yeah, but what was your first like AOL name?
Or
like your first email?
My first email. So I really wanted to be a fashion designer when I was growing up.
What was it?
So my email, I still use it to this day. Don't email me, please. Designer girl GRL 101. Get it right.
Not Designer Girl 101.
Yeah, I used that all throughout high school. I'm pretty sure I did all my college applications with that. And then I used my college email in college, and then after I graduated, I was like, I need a new email. I can't apply to jobs with Designer Girl.
That's so funny, because like I work at a university, and in my old role we would work with like high schoolers sometimes, and we would say that we're like, please make a Gmail that just says your name. Like when we're reviewing applications, we don't want to see like T-Pain Lover 09 or something, like whatever, like but wait, that reminds me. Okay, mine was Little Drama Queen 93.
Wow.
Email, AIM,
I think you
everything.
Need to tattoo that, because that's
Lil Drama Queen 93. Lil.
Oh my god,
I was Lil. Okay. I feel like we just completely went down like a social media. Photo dumps, no. Songs on Instagram, no. I do wish we would have a top 8. That would be kind of funny.
That would be cool. I never really understood the Snapchat like top.
Snapchat
people,
has top
and I think, and they have like Snapchat score or Snapchat points. Like the more you snap other people. I could never get into
TikTok has streaks though now.
They do.
And we'll have streaks, because I just send like an ungodly amount of
and then
TikToks.
It'll say like your streak died. Like,
I know.
Okay, so dramatic.
I know.
Like we have our own lives.
Like we were focused on work for once.
Sorry. Okay, that leads us into the topic of today's conversation. Haters. So obviously our podcast has some. Shout out to y'all. But we've experienced haters in our lives in many different ways.
So many ways.
I feel like my earliest memory of a hater.
my earliest memory of my hater.
So my first real hater was actually a family member.
Oh.
Someone in my family about 10 years older than me. And I knew from a young age that this person
was a hater
of you,
of
me. And I think it had a lot to do with jealousy.
For sure.
But this person, like, I remember when I told her that I was going away to college on a scholarship, she was like, why would you want to go away to school? Just stay here and like save your family money. Then I told her,
girl, full ride.
Thank you. Like, some of us can get scholarships.
Some of us don't have to put our family in debt to go away.
Anyway, and then I told her I was going to join a sorority. Like, I was so excited to make new friends. And she was like, why would you do that? Why would you spend your money on that? I was like, girl,
that's sad.
Hater. And actually, this girl interrogated the hell out of my high school and like another boyfriend. Like, girl, you're literally about to be 30 and you're interrogating a 19-year-old guy. Like,
wait, what? Like now? No, back then.
Like, when I was like a senior in high school, I remember she just interrogated my boyfriend. I'm like, girl, mind your own business. Like, it's never that serious. Ever.
Ew. Yeah, I feel like too, like, normalize, like, and I know we talked about that a little in one episode where we were saying when we were talking about friends, and I was like, cutting off friends, and people were like, I'll cut off family too. Yeah. Like, I do think, like, normalize, like, family members can be haters for sure.
1000%.
Absolutely. Like, because I mean, and I feel like sometimes it's even more with family because like you are all coming from the same.
Yes.
So it's like for someone to really make something different for themselves, it's like jealous or like, you know, like, yeah, you guys are all starting out more because you're the same family of origin or whatever. So it's like when you see someone else doing stuff that you're not, you're kind of just like, oh, well, it's because like this, or start bashing it. Well, why would you want to do that? And it's like, you know, you would do it too if you had the chance to. You just don't have the chance.
Exactly. And now that I'm like in her shoes where she was like when I was younger, I have now little cousins or family friends that are going into high school and college. I want to be the coolest, like, older cousin. I want you to be able to feel comfortable to tell me anything, like, tell me all the gossip. I never want to make anyone feel judged or, like, stupid for the decisions they're making.
No, literally. It's so funny you say that, too, because one of my younger, like, boy cousins, he just started, like, he has, like, a new girlfriend that I just found out.
Cute.
Like, since school started, they're, like, dating now.
New.
Yeah, new. But I texted him and I was like, hey, just want to like let you know, like, because I know he's getting into that territory of like dating more and, you know, whatever. Like, I was just, whatever's going on. Like, I was like, you can always like reach out to me. And he was just like, you know, he's like a preteen boy. Thanks, Soph. I was like, good.
They don't say
like glad you acknowledged it. And two, I feel like for my greater family, like not just immediate but like second cousins, whatever, I am like, because everyone knows I work at a university, like the college applicant reviewer. Like everyone will send me their essays.
They're
and like
so lucky to have you.
I look over them and I'm like, okay, this was great. It just like it made no sense. It was so great in your mind. Yeah, like let's somehow tie this to like college now, because that's what you're applying for, not just this story time. So yeah, but like, yeah, why would you not be a supporter of your family?
So what, like, who is your earliest hater that you can remember?
Oh my gosh. Well, I know I was reverse. I know I was the biggest hater once my sister was born. I know I wanted to be an only child so bad. And it's just funny because there's this picture of me holding my sister when she's born, like literally like on the hospital bed. And I'm like,
oh, you're like, oh, like, God.
Like you could tell I'm just like, why?
When my brother was born, I was like 3.5 or 4, and I asked my mom if she could return him to the hospital in the middle of the night when the doctors were sleeping.
Like, so what's the return policy on him? Okay, so no, that was, I will say that was my first memory where I know I was a hater when I just was robbed of being an only child. But my first hater, I feel like it was like in like dance class. Like once I started, I did this competitive like dance team. And it was like split the town, my suburb, Palatine. It's like Palatine and then like Frem girls. And like a lot of the Frem girls would be like the ones who make it on this like team. And I think I was like one of the only like, I think I was kind of the only like Palatine girl who like wasn't gonna go to Frem and stuff. Like you know, from a younger age you can tell like what high school you're gonna go to based on your elementary school and stuff. And I could just, it was hater vibes.
Wow.
Like they just did not. And like to the point where, you know, like my mom be like, they're just like jealous, like you're beautiful and like you're really good, and like,
but you don't want to spend 4 years in that environment.
Oh, I would never have been able to go to that school. Girl, I even had enough problems at my high school. So, like, remember I told you that time we're on the dance team, I got, like, the Queen of Hearts solo, and I was, like, the only senior who didn't. Like, all the other solos were seniors, and I was a junior, so then all the seniors, like, hated me. Sorry that you can't be the Queen of Hearts.
I had this best friend in high school, and we were very close. We both applied our junior year, I believe, or senior
like to
year,
the same college,
to the same scholarship.
Oh,
and this scholarship, shout out to the Posse Foundation, it had 3 rounds of interviews, and I made it to the 3rd round, and she did not. And she was pissed because they sent her a rejection email and it didn't even have her name. It said, "Dear insert name here." She was so mad.
She got, like, the copy paste.
So I don't think I even told her that I made it to the 3rd round. Turns out I did get the scholarship, but they specifically told us on the phone, do not tell anyone in your school because word gets around fast and you don't want to, like, hurt others, because it was, like, pretty hard to get. Somehow word spread that I got it because I told one teacher, and she met me at my locker, literally came out of nowhere and was like,
wait, like the girl?
Yeah, my best friend. She was like, "You weren't going to tell me you got the scholarship?"
Well, I wasn't supposed to, bitch.
Not congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Why didn't you tell me? I should have been the first person to know. Okay, girl, you're already salty that you didn't get it, and now you're mad at me because I did get it,
because I was trying to be nice. And and as you do get older, like, you understand now, like, why they would say that, because, like, yeah, like, that is, like, a big thing, and you were trying to be, like, nice and follow what they told you to not, like, talk about it.
But I think, like, that's when I really started noticing, like, damn, the people closest to me can actually be jealous.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, ever since then, it's been like a roller coaster of friendships, making these hard realizations. Like, not everyone has your best interest at heart, and some people are incredibly selfish.
Oh, for sure. I even remember, like, my graduate program was, like, pretty intense, and it was, like, an accelerated one because we all had, like, our bachelor's in that same whatever. You could qualify for this, like, accelerated advanced standing program, and getting your internship was, like, a big deal because like, that is, like, it was just a big deal.
Yeah.
And I was one of the only few people who landed a clinical one, which is, like, a lot harder to get when you don't have your master's already. And all the other 4 interns were PhD students, and I was the only non-PhD. Like, they were doing psychology degrees, like PsyDs, and I was the only, like, MSW. And yeah, like, you would have thought they would be like, "That's great, good for you, girl." No, everyone was like, "How did you get that? How did you get that?" I'm like, "Girl, I applied like everyone else, and I just, like, beat them out in the interviews."
Sorry, I have a good personality.
Literally, like, that's all it came down. Like, I don't know, like, but yeah, people will really, like, not be happy for your success.
No, and I think, like, over time, this is something I'm still working on with my therapist is boundaries.
Oh, yeah.
Because I used to be the friend that would just allow, like, anyone to come at me with anything all the time. Like, I never really set time for myself. And that's something I'm still working on to this day. Like, protecting my peace. I'm so serious about protecting your peace.
Yeah, no, you have to, because, like, even just sometimes with, like, and I think nowadays too, like, not to go down this, like, technology rabbit hole, but it is, like, everyone just thinks you have, like, access to you, like, all the time, whether it's, like, text or, like, Instagrams or emails or whatever, and just, like, that they deserve
instant communication.
Yes, like, instant communication or reassurance, or, like, calling someone or, like, whatever, you know, like, you should answer and this and that, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And I saw this thing online where it said, like, normalize, like, free, or, like, basically it said, like, free time isn't your availability, or, like, available, something where it's like, just because you're not doing something doesn't mean you're open to, like, just because I'm not having plans Monday night doesn't mean, like, I can make plans. Like, you know, it just, like, gets too much.
I think alone time is so important now as an adult.
Oh my gosh,
I love my alone time.
I know, those are, like, those, like, I literally, everything I've referred to is, like, a meme. When it's like, I couldn't imagine coming home from work and then a little kid asking what's for dinner. Like,
I would lose my mind. lose my mind.
I would literally freak out. The days that I come home from work and if someone's like, and so what's for dinner? No. I would literally be like, go to your room. Figure it out. I don't even know. Eat some bread. And like both of our parents, we both have like age gap parents, right? We're like our parent, like my dad is 10 years older.
My dad, I think he's only 6 years older.
Okay, but they were like, but I just still could not imagine like being our age, like having kids.
Oh no, God, no. My mom always tells us like, I used to sit in traffic for an hour and a half and then come home and have to cook dinner. I'm like, that sounds horrible.
Awful.
I don't want that.
Like, I'm sorry, my child would be at this point right now, like they'd be eating frozen Trader Joe meals, like on the It's like, what do you want tonight? Like the ramen, frozen cacio e pepe, the cauliflower gnocchi, like that's what you're getting. Also, that reminds me, I like my parents, like I love hearing stories about like when I was younger. Maybe that's the Leo in me. I'm always just like, tell me about myself. Tell me funny stories, but one that is funny, and like there was literally this psychology study where it basically said like if someone tells you a memory, like kind of like a placebo effect, you're like, I remember, but like you don't necessarily remember. But I kind of like feel this way about that, but I don't even think I remember. I think it's just because my parents have told me this story, but like basically, like the fire department or whatever would like come to your classes when you were younger.
My dad would come.
Oh yes, your dad, Gaby daddy.
No.
And he would come to your class. I don't know if I would like that.
I hated it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. I didn't realize this was a trigger warning story. But so they would bring the little plastic like fire hats. So they came that day or whatever, and we were in the car like stuck in traffic driving home, and I had to pee like so bad, and my mom was trying to be like, just go on the side, and I was like at that age where I'm like, no, like it has to be in like
a toilet,
like something. So I peed in the fire hat they brought that day. Like on the side of the road, I like needed like a circular like object. Like I couldn't just like, on this. Yeah, and my mom was like, we had to like, dump it, get rid of the fire hat. Like it was traumatic for you. Like it was like, so God. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even. How are we talking about all funny. This? I don't even know. This is what happens when we just start talking. Haters, me peeing in a fire hydrant hat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, our earliest haters.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to haters.
Let's get back.
Also, so Gaby and I share the Instagram account, obviously, for the Couch Diary, right? Like I have mine, hers, whatever. So we back and forth, because someone asked me that too. They're like, who posts? I'm like, girl, both of us. This is collaboration. Like we really are a team. So I was in the account randomly, and you know how like Instagram, like you have to go sometimes to the requests, like messages, and I do check them because sometimes it is people like being supportive, and because we don't like follow them, like we don't see the messages. So I'm like looking at it, and I see this like long ass message from this dude, and I'm like, what is this? And I read it, and it's this man. Honestly, I could probably pull it up, but I'll just give you the SparkNote version. It's basically like, hi, I have a question for Gaby of why she's so rude. I simply asked her one question and she blocked me. Why don't you guys talk on the podcast about how mean you are? Gaby, or like tell Gaby like blah, blah, blah. I don't know. He ends it. Find God.
He said, who do you think you are?
Find God.
Find God.
So whoever you are, sir, we are here to address the fact that she does not. Back to boundaries. That's what we were talking about. See, this is how our brains work when we hang out. This is live time. Boundaries is how we got to somehow whatever we were talking about. Gaby, when she sees a weird question from a man, if you start a DM with I have a question for you and you're a man, blocked. And we don't owe you an explanation. She's not here to answer the questions that you have. That's the thing about the internet. Like it's not real. So if we want to block you, you're blocked. And then to come into the podcast DM
that was crazy.
And tell her to find God. Sir, I'm gonna give you do some Hail Marys or whatever. I think you need them yourself because we are fine over here.
Offer to ask me a question. If you are a man sliding in a woman's DMs, I have a question. Can I ask you something? What's your name? Where are you from? You're gonna get blocked because number one, you're stupid. Number two,
I don't want to know your question.
I don't want to know. I don't want to interact with you. Actually, so you're getting blocked. I feel like Sophia and I are so quick to block people that it doesn't even retain in our brain. Like I was telling her, whenever we get hater comments on the podcast,
block, delete, block.
Immediately block and delete. Like I literally don't form a memory of what your comment even said.
Yes, I'm a huge blocker, or like when it's like needs to be blocked. But when it's kind of like, I'll reply to them. Yeah. Sometimes
Sophia gets sassy.
Yeah, I'll reply, and then one time they deleted it. Did you notice on the last video he deleted it because he said something like, first of all, we know we're making this podcast to just get on here and talk. This is just out to the universe. But one, people listen. Two, it connects with some people. So I don't have to explain why we're doing a podcast. And someone was like, oh, basically he was like, why are you whining? Or he said something. I forgot. And I responded like from my account, not like the podcast one. I was like, when did I say like I needed anyone? I forgot. It was something along those lines when I was like, who said I was like asking for help or something? And then I put like a laughing face and a clown emoji. He deleted the comment. And I was like, what are you guys doing?
Like, if you're actually leaving hater comments on someone's post, obviously we're investing in this podcast. You know, we invest in all the equipment. We're consistent about this time. Like, we're building a brand. If you feel the need to comment some hater ass comment, you need to reevaluate your life, my friend.
And just know we are not those girls, because we are so authentic and we've talked about that. Like, I'm not just going to let this comment sit there unnoticed. No. Like, you want your attention so bad, sir? Here, I'm going to dish it back out to you. Yes. And then guess what? You delete your comments or you block. Remember that one time someone blocked us? Yes. They blocked us because we were going back and forth. We were like tag teaming him in the comments. But it's like, what do you expect? I think people on the internet, like, because that's internet haters are a different kind of haters. Real trolls. Life and family haters are also crazy in their own sense, but trolls are crazy because I'm like, first of all, I know damn well you would never talk to me to my face like this. Second of all, I think sometimes people are just used to putting shit out there on the internet and then they forget about it. Oh no, you will get the notification that we responded back. You will get a notification that Baby Horchata replied to your comment, and then they always end up deleting them anyway.
And you can't take what you're dishing, so
sorry.
No, literally, as an adult, do we really get under your skin that badly? Like, that we're bothering?
Who are we to you?
You can't just swipe past our content.
I see so much stuff and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, it doesn't faze me. I'm not gonna go out of my way to spread negativity in this world. Like,
no. Oh and like, I've even seen podcast, or you know, other podcasts or whatever, and I'm just like, whatever, like male ones, or you know, but I'm not like me. Like, you're wrong. I feel like I only comment when I support things, because it takes a certain type of person to comment like negative stuff,
because that means you're miserable in your own life and you want everyone else to be miserable.
Actually, I do remember one time I did leave a hater comment. Actually, I do. Okay, it was like but it was going viral because everyone else was like making fun of it. Like it was like a college athlete thing. Oh God. It was like a hype video, and like, you know, they do the promo, like the PR, like marketing days of the team, and it was them like, you know, like dribbling the basketball, and they were all doing it like there was like smoke and all this stuff, and people were like making fun of it in the comments, like doing too much, like like something. And I think I just commented something like, LOL, this is cringe, or like something like that, like what everyone else was commenting. And you know, when you get like a top comment, that shit goes crazy. Like thousands of people were liking this comment, but then all these little, like, it was like a small, like probably like a school we like went to, like a rural, small, like southern school, and clearly like the people of that school, because it was like the top comment, so everybody was flocking to my page.
Ruffled some feathers.
Oh my gosh, they would comment on my videos, who do you even think you are, you ugly, blah blah blah, blah. Like, you know, it was crazy. It was crazy. And when I made the parking ticket video, remember when I made that parking where I was like, if I'm like a girl and like I come to see you and I get a parking ticket because you tell me I can park here, like, you have to pay for my ticket.
Yes, absolutely.
And that made so many men mad. And I was responding to all of them. Do you remember that? It was scary. For like a week, I was like scared of my TikTok. Oh God.
My God. So all this to say, we're not going to delete our podcast just because you don't like us. Not everyone who can buy a mic deserves to have a mic. Not everyone needs a platform. Not everyone needs a podcast.
I know a lot of people who shouldn't be DJs. I know a lot of people who shouldn't be photographers. Not our video photographer, but just because you can buy a camera does not make you a photographer. I have one, and I broke my Canon G7 marquee because like I'm not clearly responsible with stuff like that. But so
I think all y'all hating ass men that do leave comments like that, you do want a podcast of your own.
You do,
because you obviously talk so much shit that you want a platform to talk it on. So I think you guys should start your own podcast, but you're too insecure to do that.
Too insecure, and
Sophia,
maybe you're broke.
Oh, and Sophia and I actually believe in ourselves, and
oh,
we have nice teeth.
We have nice teeth. We have a nice place that we can record. We have all our teeth.
We look good. Some of y'all are projecting your insecurities with your hating ass comments, and it's your insecurities are loud, babes.
And I think the thing with
Very
that
loud.
too, like, I never once, I'm like, oh my God, never once was I like, should we not do this?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't work.
No. Like,
It doesn't
we're here
actually
to
make
stay.
Yeah, it doesn't actually make you think like, oh, this guy tweeted that people shouldn't have podcasts. Well, maybe we shouldn't have podcasts. No, never.
And here we are with episode 7.
Here we are with episode 7. We're going to keep coming 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You know how it goes. Because, like, honestly, this is fun. And it has been, like, we're pushing ourselves to, like, try different things. We both have so many other jobs and things we're doing. And, like, to be able to do this, like, honestly, I would be worried if we didn't have haters.
Yeah.
That's how we know we're doing something right.
Yes, exactly.
Is that we have the haters, because like, and the lurkers, just the people coming up to us, and you guys, like,
That's
it's some
so
people
weird.
Remember the one person specifically when I had my other job where I was like, yo, this person literally came up on me like asking specifics about the videos, and it was like, whatever.
Also, it's kind of weird when people think they know us and they really don't. But here we are.
I don't even know how to explain that story time.
We're just here like spilling our lives on the internet.
But that doesn't also mean you know us.
Exactly. And we're not spilling everything. No.
You know, it's exactly what we talked about one time. What we want you to know.
Exactly.
There is so much stuff that we don't share, won't share, or you get like a piece of the story. So just because you've like watched some of the episodes or whatever, like, you do not know us, and to go around name dropping is kind of weird.
It's very weird.
Chicago's small, so like, you never know who knows people. And when you just come up being like, oh, you work with Gaby and Joey, I was like, or when they're like, this is my favorite thing, I get so mad when someone comes up and they're like, oh, you know Lux? I'm like, if you don't even know his real name, girl, we're not even gonna have this conversation. Like, you don't even know the first name. You just know the Instagram. Or like, if people, I know someone did that one time. One of my friends told me, like, someone up was like, baby or chat, and they were like, Sophia, and I was like, yeah, like, if you don't even know our real names, like, you do not know us. Step aside.
People call me Gabs. Like, they really think my name is Gabs.
Imagine your mom and dad and your birth certificate Gabs.
Gabs.
That'd be crazy work.
Please.
Well, literally. Or when they think they know your last name.
Yes, my last name is Chavez.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
We'll just keep it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a fun episode.
This was all over the place.
But that's literally like how it is when we hang out. Like, I feel like too, or if I want to have like a serious, like, I need like a notepad to remind me of like what I actually want to talk about. Otherwise, like, I'll just like spiral. Yeah. I'm also that meme, you know, where someone's working and on the back of their door it's taped like, don't talk to me. Like, I will
distract
easily. Yeah, like when I close my door at work, it's like
serious.
Yeah, because if you come in, like, we're just gonna talk about me peeing in a fire.
We're gonna yap.
Like,
and we hope you enjoyed it.
We hope you enjoyed it, because we're literally, absolutely, for sure, 100% not going anywhere ever.
So,
Thanks.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.